Here we have AP calculus AP problem. Okay, let's go to the question. The values of functions f and g and their derivatives with respect to x are given in the table at right. Evaluate the derivative of f of g of x at x equals to 4. So we have to find the derivative of this composition of two functions with respect to x, and also we have to find the result. I mean, we have to evaluate the result of this derivative at x equals to 4. Okay, so first let me write this as it is. It is derivative of the composition of two functions, that is f of g of x. Let me write it. Okay, so when I find the derivative of the composition of two functions, first I have to find the derivative of the function over here f. So when I find derivative of this f, I am getting f prime of g of x. So far I have completed derivative only for the f. By chain rule, I have to do further derivative for the function we have over here. That is, I have to get derivative for the function g of x using chain rule. So when I find derivative of this g of x, it will become g prime of x. Okay, now I got the derivative of the composition of this function with respect to x. But our aim is to evaluate the result of this derivative at x equals to 4. So that is, we have to plug in x equals to 4 in this result. So let me plug in x equals to 4 over here. Then I am getting f prime of g of 4 times g prime of 4. Okay, now f prime of, so what is the value of g of 4? Actually, g of 4 is the value of g of x when x equals to 4. So in the table over here, we have to get the value of g of x when x equals to 4. When x equals to 4, the value of g of x is 3. So this 3 is the value of g of 4. We can plug in 3 for this g of 4 over here. Let me write it. Times, now we have to get the value of g prime of 4. G prime of 4 is the value of g prime of x when x equals to 4. When x equals to 4, the value of g prime of x is negative 4. So this negative 4 is the value of this g prime of 4. Let me plug in negative 4 for this one. Okay, now we have to get the value of f prime of 3. F prime of 3 is the value of f prime of x when x equals to 3. When x equals to 3, the value of f prime of x is 6. So we can plug in 6 for this f prime of 3. Then I'm getting 6 times negative 4. 6 times negative 4 equals to negative 24. So the value of this derivative at x equals to 4 is negative 24.